Hello Year 10 and welcome to another exciting trigonometry class. Today we're going to be talking about how to find the area of a triangle a little bit differently to what you've seen in the past. So let's get started. First of all, there are three formulas that we can use to find the area of a triangle. The first one you've seen before, area is the half of the base times the height. This is something that we've used all through high school. The second formula is called Heron's rule, and it used to be in our textbooks. You don't have to worry about it, but with the new syllabus it looks like people are going to have to learn it again, so you can switch off to that one for the moment. The third method is using sine. So we use trigonometry. So this is how it works. We label our triangle the way we've always labeled it. Capital letters mean angles. Opposite the angle is a lowercase letter that's the same, and they represent side lengths. So there are three versions of how to find the area of the triangle if we use trigonometry. Now what I want you to notice is this. If I focus on the first of the three formulas, because it's the one that they give you on the reference sheet in years 11 and 12, the others they don't give you, I'd like you to recognize this. For this formula, you'll notice that we've got a capital C for our angle. So let's come over here and look for angle capital C. There it is there. There's our angle capital C. Notice, and I've deliberately gone a little bit past the normal angle part. So this angle C, when I put that arc there, touches two sides. Which two sides does it touch? Well, it touches this side and this side. So you can see that angle C touches side little a, and angle C touches side little b. Or another way to describe that would be the angle C is created by side length A and side length B. So those are the two sides that create my angle capital C. And if I look in the formula, they're the two sides I need, the two sides that create angle C. If I was going to focus on the other ones, let's say I focused on the second the second formula. The angle in the second formula is capital B. So let's have a look at capital B. When you look at angle capital B, what sides does angle capital B come from? It comes from side A and side C. They're the two sides that create angle B. So we've got the two sides, A and C. And if you look in the formula, A and C are used with angle capital B. And just so that we finish it off, you can see that for our third formula, if you're using the angle A, which is up here, angle A is created by side C and side B. So you've got sides B and C with angle A. So let's see how this formula actually works. Find the area of the triangle as we can see. Now, you can see that the angle 111 degrees is the angle that they've given us in the triangle, and the two sides that create that 111 degrees are the sides 6 centimeters and 10 centimeters. So they're the two sides I want to use. So when I'm actually doing this question, I could go and label all my side lengths and I could write down the formula, but I tend to recognize if I know the angle and the two sides that create the angle, I can just go straight to the formula and go the area, and be careful, that A there doesn't stand for angle A, it stands for area. And I'll often write the word there instead, but I haven't here. So it's a half times the two sides that create my angle 111 degrees are 6 and 10. A half times 6 times 10 times the sine of 111. Put that into your calculator, and it's very close to 28 square centimeters. So that's how that one works. Let's look at our second example. The second example is a bit trickier because we're given our angle And the two sides that create the angle 54 degrees are the 12 centimetre side and the side that's x units long. I don't know that length. However, I do know that the area of the triangle is 55 centimetres squared. So let's look at what we can do here. If I use this formula, the area of a triangle is a half AB sine C. Well, this is what I can create. I know the area. The area is 55. So the area becomes 55 because I'm told up here the area is 55. It equals a half, well there's my half, times A and B. Well in this case, A and B are these two sides here, and there is angle capital C. So A and B are the 12 and the x. There's a half times 12 times x times the sine of 54 degrees. Well, how do we do that? Because x is what we want to get by itself. So the first thing we'll do is we'll figure out that a half of 12 is 6. I did that in my head. I could have shortcutted it and done a few extra steps, but I've done that because it's easy and I can do it in my head quickly. That leaves me with 55 is equal to 6 times x times the sine of 54. To get the x by itself, I'm going to divide by the bits I don't want, because the opposite of timesing x by sine 54 and timesing x by 6 is dividing. So let's divide by 6 and divide by sine 54. And if I do that, I end up with 55 on 6 times sine 54, which leaves me with x is equal to 11.33. A little bit trickier. Let's see how you go. Trying as many of these questions as you can. You have today's lesson to work through this one. Enjoy.